Someone said, stop talking about ARFID. It's not real, or AFID. It's like a eating disorder that children have, right? And there's this girl's videos I've been getting that she has ARFID, AFID. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. And she tries new foods that, she might like. And so someone says, stop talking to your heroes. You're way out of your league. I cackled. I was like, they got you on that one. They ate you up. You have to take that out, because imagine coming into the comment section of a child's post that has an eating disorder and telling them that ED is not real. Huh? Like, how are you gonna tell someone it's not real? The person was like, stop talking to your heroes. They're way out of your league. I just died. I couldn't. I am shocked that a guy with 181,000 followers on Instagram is homophobic, transphobic. Well, actually transphobic. Telling me that people wanting to identify by pronouns, right? Asking people to respect pronouns is a mental disorder. First of all, my dad has mental illness. And for you to try to tell me otherwise, like, I'm tired of people throwing mental illness around like it's a joke. I lived with someone like that. Mental disorder or mental illness is not asking people to respect pronouns. Imagine battling with your mind every day and having like days where my dad was up and down. Every little thing pissed him off. The next day he was happy, he was sorry. The next day he was screaming, he was yelling, he was angry at me. There's a difference. He had bipolar disorder. He had a mental illness. Imagine trying to tell people with bipolar disorder. My dad was bipolar schizophrenic. Imagine telling people with mental illness and mental disorders that their mental disorders, like, you're literally minimizing it. You have to understand that you're minimizing mental disorders to wanting people to respect pronouns. You're literally treating mental disorders as if it's something that is treatable. And that people still don't battle daily with their mental disorders. Like, I'm sick and tired of the hatred on this side of Instagram. Like, seriously, ever since Instagram introduced Reels, like, everyone's just openly spewing their hatred. Like, sir, you've got 181,000 people that you shouldn't have with your hateful ideology. And you're from my community? You're also black? Like, why are we so homophobic? And I mean, like, the black community. When I say why are we so homophobic, I mean, why is the black community the most homophobic, transphobic community ever? Considering the fact that our people, right, only live to the age of 36. POC, or black LGBTQIA plus community members, only live, especially trans people, only live to the age of 36. Why can we not protect our people? It is so beyond me that I've been seeing more homophobia and transphobia from the black community than anybody else. It just like, from my own community, it just like sucks. We gotta do better, guys. We gotta do better. What are we doing? Like, our people are being unalived daily. We're losing lots of our people, and you don't care. I'm sorry to go there with this one, but it seems like these types of black men are the types of black men that don't care about the violence that happens towards black women, especially darker skinned black women. It baffles me that women are my people, black women, are literally like us. We're literally being unalived by our own men. Our own black men are unaliving us, like, almost every minute. It is very alarming. Like, I don't understand it. You literally complained, right? And I'm not gonna say that black women should exclusively date white men, but you're the type of black men to complain when black women date outside of their race, right? When they date white men. Maybe because some of y'all are putting the thumb of misogyny on us. Like, hello. Ugh. Like, I'm sorry, some black men make me infuriated and disgusting. Like, and then you wonder why some of us go date outside of our race. Like, hello, and I'm not saying all black men are bad. Don't take that as any type of hatred towards all black men, because, and you know, it's like that saying. It's like it's not like some men. It's all men until it's no men, right? This is the thing. I've seen a lot of black men literally perpetuate violence towards black women and think it's literally totally okay, right? You are sitting here as a black man with 181,000 followers on TikTok spewing hatred. Like, I will never understand black men literally using the white supremacy tactics and this misogyny towards women for having an opinion. I have an opinion, and I've already faced fat phobia and literally all kinds of stuff. Let me tell you something. Being a woman and a black woman in America freaking sucks. I'm not a darker skinned black woman. I do have to preference that because I don't face that type of discrimination that, you know, darker skinned black women would face. But I face texturism. People telling me, straighten your hair, you would look a lot better. That's the same stuff that they pushed on us to say that we would look more professional with straightened hair, which is why people relax their hair. On top of that, right, people making fun of my hair. I faced fat phobia. I faced featureism. I think I might have to learn what that definition is, but, you know, because people have made fun of my face and my looks, which pertain to my race. All of this from misogynistic men, that this country was built off the patriarchy of misogyny. All of this for me being a black woman having an opinion. I can't have an opinion? What do we live in? What world do we live in? What world do we live in? Do we live in like the 1900s, early 1900s, where only white women were allowed to vote? Like, someone please tell me. I have a right to have an opinion. It's not even an opinion, it's stating facts. Stop spewing your hatred. If you don't go by pronouns, I'm gonna call you a bitch. I'm sorry, you're a bitch. Because clearly we all use pronouns. It has nothing to do with the LGBTQIA plus community. It's just the fact that they ask you to respect what they want to be called. If you don't go by pronouns, then you don't consider yourself a man. You're born a man, right? And you consider yourself a man, so you're not a man then. Because the thing is you use pronouns every day. Common sense. So if you don't want to use the pronouns, then I'll just call you a bitch. Simple as that. Like, people just annoy me. Like, the hatred I have faced just for speaking up, I really don't care. I'm going to continue. I'm going to live my life every day trying to be successful and pissing people off. And if that means having to tell you the cold, hard truth of you being a little bitch or some men having a little dick, I'm gonna do that. Because, you know, I see where Drew Alfalfalo is coming from. Men ain't shit. I'm sorry to say it. Some men are trash. You literally are trash. You think you're the greatest thing to walk the earth, but you're a piece of shit. You need a microscope and some tweezers, like I'm gonna say that all the time, to find it, because you can't. You got no balls. You got a pussy. I'm sorry. If this language offends people, then you shouldn't be on my page. But I'm sick and tired of men shitting on women for stating facts because they're uneducated. Educate yourselves, please. I'm so angry at the fact that us minorities, or, you know, we have to face misogyny. I'm too fat. If I lose weight, I'm too skinny. It didn't matter. Like, people really don't care about the fact that I'm overweight. If I was to lose weight, people would start saying, I liked you when you was fatter. When you had more weight. People, men, and everyone is gonna complain in general. You don't fit this mold. You don't fit this blonde-haired, blue-eyes, white girl that they plaster all over magazines. They plaster all over billboards. Just because you don't fit society standards, because I'm a minority, a black woman. I'm ugly. I'm not seen as attractive. I'm not seen as anything. I'm overweight. I'm obese. I eat too much. I'm not eating the right kinds of foods. I eat fast food all the time, even though I could barely afford the healthy shit. Come on now. Just go to a gym. You'll lose weight. Just eat healthy. That works. Stop looking a certain way. You're ugly. Your hair is a bird's nest. Fix it. Straighten your hair. You know, if you applied yourself a little more and stop being lazy, then maybe you could get somewhere in life. Like, do you know how many times I've been discriminated against for a lot of different things, including having a learning disability at my job, that people say, oh, that didn't happen to you? I was essayed. Oh, you can't be essayed. You're too ugly to be essayed. If someone's attractiveness depends on if they get R-worded or essayed. Then to proceed to fabricate a DM saying that I said that to someone else and continue to push that narrative when people said it to me. I was victim shamed, for God's sakes. For God's sake, like, I was literally victim shamed and told that I was not essayed. Oh, well, you did that to someone else. Like, certain people. I'm tired of literally having to go through all of this hatred on social media. It is so draining. It only takes 2 seconds to be kind. Why do you have to treat people like shit because you're miserable? Let me tell you something. Everybody is pissed off and mad. And I can tell you why a lot of people are miserable. Because they have to work a shitty 9-to-5 job and go to work. Because they're forced to. No one's forcing you to do anything you don't want to do. Don't go to work. There are ways to figure out how to make money without having to go to a 9-to-5 job. It is just so annoying that every time people have a bad day, they want to take it out on someone else. I'm not having a bad day. I'm having a really good day, and I'm really excited and optimistic. I'm just frustrated at the hatred. I'm doing totally good today, guys. You know, besides the negative comments, because it just baffles me that my own community, you know, right, the black community, is the most homophobic, transphobic, hateful people in the world. That's saying a lot. Because the fact is, especially with the whole Risa Tisa situation, right? Why are we as black people so upset about another black person being successful? Why are people so mad that Risa Tisa is getting success? Like, black people tear down black people so much that you be preying on your downfall. I understand what Kanye did was bad, but the amount of people celebrating the fact he lost $2 billion, come on now. Why are we celebrating? We're always waiting on our own people's downfall and celebrating it. Like, come on. I've never, ever, you know, thought of this community as being the most hateful. To be honest with you, we tear down our own people. We're always celebrating people's downfalls. We always have something to say. You know, like when it was like Carly Russell, I believe that was her name, the girl that went missing and then she lied, expecting us people to apologize for believing her because she was a black woman. Because black women go missing a lot and don't get coverage. Okay, so what if she lied? It was like the black woman that got hit with a brick in the face. She literally actually got hit with a brick in the face, and because some news article is posting that she lied, we're supposed to apologize for that? Apologize for believing a black woman? Apologize for caring about black women's safety? I think not. You will never see me apologize for caring about a black woman's safety. If Carly Russell lied, so what? At least we can get coverage for other black women that are missing. At least we can continue to believe black women. The same thing with, I'm sorry, I forget her name. I know I should, you know, remember her name, that got hit with a brick. Because I don't want to say lady that got hit with a brick. That's very not good. But the one that got hit with the brick, literally, I'm not going to apologize for caring about her safety, because no woman should get bashed in the head with a brick because they said no to giving their phone number. Do you know how many men kept pushing themselves because I said I wouldn't give my phone number. Ugh.
Dry ass adobo rice. Tastes like butt.
Not Benny Blanco being canceled. Like, come on, guys. How hard is it to not be disrespectful in, like, 2024? So, I saw this delicious Jollibee food. Let me tell you something. If I lived in a place where they sold Jollibee, I would probably be buying it because their chicken, the guy put the spaghetti on the chicken and ate it, and I was like, that looks so good. And the fries look so crispy because Benny Blanco had made a video talking about how nasty and disgusting Jollibee was, but instead of like giving an honest review saying I don't like it, he was being disrespectful. Like, how are you gonna disrespect like Asian, like anything like that? It's the disrespectful. And then I saw someone's comment under this guy's post that stitched it, calling him out, saying like, people are so mad over him not liking food. There's a difference. He was being disrespectful. You don't have to be disrespectful. Just say you don't like it. I've never understood people being so disrespectful. Like, you can, like, I would try some foods, right? I know there's a lot of foods I don't like. Like, I don't like curry, but you don't see me literally being disrespectful towards foods made with curry or like curry food. Like, come on now. Like, you're a whole celebrity on this app, literally being disrespectful towards that. You literally ate the food 30 minutes after. Who eats food 30 minutes after they get it? Of course, obviously, the fast food is not going to be that great. You're supposed to eat it right away. I don't understand why people will order food and let it sit there. Like, of course it's going to taste nasty. You're letting your food sit out for like, and then, well, he said 30 minutes, but then in the caption, because I think he edited it, 40 to 60 minutes, you left your food sitting there. Of course it's going to be nasty.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead. Join me on my fat positive.
That girl just seems like one of those girls that is stuck up. The video that I posted was a video that I was talking about on my TikTok. I just want to punch her in the face. Like, she is so freaking annoying. Like, the way she talked about Raffle R. Like, girl, you might meet your demise before plus size people. Then what are people going to say? Would you help me? You might go before these people, so be careful what you say. Like, this girl has a punchable face. Like, she seems like one of those hard-headed girls that's always like, my opinion is right. Like, my opinion is better than yours. Like, I'm always correct. No, you're not. You're stupid, uneducated, and dumb. Get a life. And this is something I want to talk about because, frankly, I'm annoyed. If you're gonna say something about me, at least do your research before you bring up something that you know nothing about. So there's this fabricated message going around, right, where someone said that I told somebody they're too ugly to get R-worded. How many times do I have to talk about this fabricated message? First of all, people said that to me when I was talking about being essayed on my live. It was one of my live streams like 2021, 2022 when all of this was going down. And literally what happened is that I said, stop repeating what other people say. Someone DM'd me that in the comments and I was responding to them because I was mad, saying, why are you victim shaming me, this and that? They edited that DM to make it look like I said it to them. Also, the account that shared it, which I'm going to talk about because it's going to end, hold on. Also, the account that shared the supposed DMs said that they were doing it for the person to help them speak out. But then literally in their bio said, why'd you block me, ogre? Because I can. Like, literally, it's a troll account trying to fabricate DMs because they're mad I blocked them. If you're that mad, get a life. Like, I've never understood people being so hurt. So, like, hurt that someone blocks them. I don't have to follow you or allow you to be negative to me if I don't want you to. For you to fabricate DMs because you're that mad is crazy. Like, it was literally an account that said, why did you block me, ogre? If you're so for helping your friend get their story out there, then why would you say that? Because then it doesn't make the situation any serious. It's like Leslie, right? When Leslie's accuser came to me, I never called Leslie anything until after the fact. Then I started calling her a blobfish, a bulldog, all that stuff. But when Leslie's accuser came to me, I took it very seriously. That person didn't take it seriously. All of a sudden, they tried to claim they were speaking for their supposed friend. Okay, well, why couldn't your friend speak for themselves? You're telling their story to try to get views. That's what it seems like. You're trying to get views off your friend's story. Because trust me, I wouldn't speak for my friend if she had a story to tell. It would be like, in due time, when you're ready, please tell your story. I won't force my friend to tell her story or go tell their story for them. That's weird. They don't have a friend. The friend was fake. The account was a troll account that was mad that I blocked them. I don't know how many times I have to talk about that fabricated DM. Like, hello? Do you know how easy it is to fabricate DMs? Because I can fabricate a DM and make some of y'all trolls look a lot worse than, and make you say things that, no one would ever hope to say. Like, let's use our thinking caps, okay? I've had things happen to me when I was like 10. I've had things happen to me younger than that. And, why would I even say that to anyone? Like, I shouldn't have to explain that fabricated DM over and over again because people just want to reshare something that is false. I shouldn't have to explain it. Like, don't you think it's suspicious that the account's like, why'd you block me, Ogre? And they cared more about me blocking them than they did their supposed friends' DMs between me and them. Attention seeker. They thought they was going to get views off of fabricating a story, and it didn't work. That account flopped. Let me tell you something. No one saw the DMs. No one even cared. No one even looked at the video. The video had no likes, no views, no nothing. That's why I just pushed it out of my brain. It was like, oh, I'm not going to mention it or care about it anymore. Because no, it's not going viral, okay? If it would have went viral, of course I would have had to address it, because a lot of people would have probably been like, did you really say that? Like, I don't get it. We're in 2024 and we just want to tear down people over fake DMs because we're mad. Like, imagine if I acted like y'all. Like, man, my life I would be a hateful person on the inside just as much as the outside. I would never do that.